Hello, everybody. Natasha here. I just got my voucher for my Section 8 housing not that long ago, and I'm reading through their paperwork, which is the Los Angeles County Development Authority instructions to voucher certificate holders, housing assistance programs, right? And what's crazy is I'm reading through it, and first of all, we have an RTA, which is a rent, what's it called? The mm, request for tenancy approval is an RTA. They have in this paper that they give, apparently, please note, LACDA does not offer security deposit assistance. So if you do get the place, you have to come up with your own security deposit in order to move in. Ongoing requirements, they're asking for instance, you're subject to the family obligations, which you signed. Make sure you understand the family obligations and grounds for termination, and your rights to an informal hearing or review. Um, if I went through all these steps right here, I'm sure that anybody who's not in this department or area of our government, they would hear and find a lot of flaws in this situation, especially how, and this shouldn't be allowed to begin with, the RTA must be completed and submitted before your voucher, okay, expires. Applicants with an expired voucher will not be assisted. Also, if the unit was built before 1978, which nobody's going to do their research on this, it may contain lead based paint which can pose health hazards if not managed properly. And says, see, protect your family from lead in your home for details. The owner must complete the lead based paint disclosure and have you sign it. Resources in our packet is searching for a rental home, offers tips on finding a unit, fair housing materials is underlined, explain how to deal with housing discrimination concerns. Uh, find a rental unit, the right size, see subsidy and the standards. Also, they've got in here a bunch of listings like www.abodo.com, apartmentguide.com, apartments.com, craigslist.com, forrent.com, homefinder.com, homes.com, hotpads.com, move.com, padmapper.com, pennysaverusa.com, realtor.com, rent.com, rentcafe.com, renthop.com, rentjungle, Social Serve, Trulia, Zillow, and Zumper. All .coms, of course, and WWs. Um, it Security deposit amount. Note for an unfurnished unit, the security deposit must not be more than 2 times the monthly rent. They got the utility costs and what it covers, other special requirements, neighborhood, location, unit features, unit size, and type of unit. And these are factors to consider, they say. Also, they say to search for available units, you may access the website at http housing.lacounty.gov or call 877-428-8844. Uh, I don't know about you, but finding a place, I mean, they have people, and this isn't knocking anybody who's here at the place in which I'm currently affiliated with, but I understand that we have housing scouts, people who are supposed to find you a place that will accept you as a tenant. And yet they aren't doing that part, which doesn't make sense. But then again, it also falls under Valley Oasis assistance pretty much, which I've been on their waiting list for over 7 years, and they never once ever reached out to me to help me in any way, shape, or form. I don't know if it's a discrimination thing, a race because of my color, or what their problem is exactly. But I've seen people get housed within months after I became homeless, and they barely got on the list or whatever the case is. And I've been waiting 7 years. I also know other white people, I should say, light skinned people who have been waiting just as long as me. And some of them have been assisted now, and some have not. Um, yeah, they expect you to fill out a rental application for the rental property. Plus, they expect you to give this to them, which is the RTA, rental or request for rent or tenancy approval. Um, I'm not sure about how they expect any of this to really be done, but it's not making sense. A lot of the questions that they ask are really, I don't know. Well, they expect the renter to fill out a W-9 for you for the taxpayer's identification number and certification. Um, you know what? Set up a bunch of housing apartments. Don't just have anybody apply for Section 8 housing, because I find a lot of these places on here are shared rentals, like a house where you just get the room and you can rent it. And apparently, this is authorized and allowed by Section 8 housing or HUD housing, because there's a lot of listings for those types of places, houses, okay, that are renting rooms out to individuals. I don't know how that's working out, but that's like a outpatient type of group home situation, it seems. But they have enough housing out here. I know they do, but what if any of these politicians or these people in higher places decide that they have properties that they own and are being rented out like as a silent partner type of deal in any situation, and they're making an income off of it? It makes me wonder, because Rex Parrish, I've heard he owns a lot of property here in Lancaster for some reason. Um, Also on this one particular website, it's Dwellsy, DWELLSY.com. Their housing and the listing for housing, they've got three different addresses for the exact same apartment unit. And it doesn't make much sense, but it's 43212 16th Street West. They have multiple units, different prices, of course, but they're the same as other units at the address of 43335 16th Street West, and it's the same apartment building, as well as 43436 16th Street West as well. Um, I don't know about anybody else, but that's an awful lot of addresses to have the exact same apartment complex on and listed as separate individual places that are not one. And it varies on the prices, like 2069 for a two-bedroom, two bath at 872 square feet, to, let's see, a two-bedroom, two bath for 1946 with the same square footage, same unit, different apartment address though, same place. Somebody should really, really get on the ball with this. And I'm not here to fix your guys' screw ups. I don't get paid for this. Instead, I get attacked and attacked and attacked. Thanks, everyone. I wish I was an illegal immigrant right now, because I think I'd have more rights and more standing and more protection if that would be the case at this point in my life. 50 years old, and this is what I got to go through, right? Kids taken from me by a man who raped me. Way to go, people. Yay, US, right? It's land of fulfilling the dream.